Hi everybody, this is me Vinu Venkatesh on behalf of Sai Education for Competitive Examinations. So we're going to start a new topic today. It's called Permutations and Combinations. We had already done a little bit of it in our previous lectures, but we will be doing this in more detail now. So let's get started, okay? So before we start, I just want to introduce a concept of a factorial. Factorial is denoted as n and this exclamation mark. This one. What does it mean? It means that we take n multiplied by the number just before n, that is n minus 1, then the number before this one, which will be n minus 2, till we reach number 1. Okay? What does this show? This shows the number of ways we can arrange n different things. For example, if there are 4 birds sitting on a branch, okay? Let's say you have 4 crows, or say 1 crow, 1 peacock, 1 pigeon, and 1 cuckoo. How many ways can we arrange these 4 birds? So that is denoted by this factorial. It will be 4 factorial. And what would that be? It would be 4 into n here is 4. So what is n minus 1? 3. What is n minus 2? 2 into 1. So you have to multiply this number n with all the numbers before it till you reach number 1. So in this case, it would be 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, which is 24 ways. So we can arrange 4 birds in 24 ways. Okay. So what is permutation? In this arrangement that we talked about, like the 4 birds example, if we are concerned about order, if we want them to be arranged in a particular order, then we have to apply a formula which is called the permutation formula. If there is no order, there is no particular order, then we have to use the formula called combination formula. For example, in arranging these 4 birds, suppose I want to say that I want to arrange these 4 birds in such a way that the peacock always comes first. Then we have to use the permutation formula. What is that formula? We'll see. Okay. So they've given further explanation of permutations and combinations, and they've given this formula here. So permutation is denoted as NPR, and the formula is n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. Combination formula is given as NCR, and the formula is the same as a permutation formula, except that you have to multiply the denominator by r factorial. So it will be n factorial divided by r factorial into n minus r factorial. Okay, we'll look at some practice questions. Alright, number 1. In how many ways can the letter of the word sun be arranged without repeating the letters? So let's try. So first way is SUN, sun, as it is. Second way will be SNU, then NSU, NUS, USN, and UNS. So basically there are 6 ways, right? Now, in some cases, the word will be very long, so you can't continue this. You won't even have time. So then we have to use a formula. So this is a permutation question, because they're saying we cannot repeat the letters. So it will be NPR, that is n things in r ways. So what is n here? Number of letters is 3. And r would be again 3. That is, what they're saying is we have to take these n letters and arrange them using these n letters only once. We cannot repeat it. So it will be NPR, that is n factorial divided by n minus r factorial, which is 3 factorial divided by 3 minus 3 factorial, which is 3 into 2 into 1, which is 6. 3 minus 3 is 0, and 0 factorial is always equal to 1. So the denominator here is 1, and the numerator would be 3 factorial. And we know that 3 factorial means 3 into 2 into 1, which is 6. Okay. Okay. Now similarly, in how many ways can the letters of the word home be arranged without repeating the letters? So again, this is a permutation problem, and they have used 4 factorial directly, but I'll tell you how they got 4 factorial. It will be n here is a number of letters 4 to be arranged in n ways, because we cannot repeat the letters, so it is 4. So we can arrange these 4 letters using only these 4 letters, that is 4 places. see, HOME. We cannot add any more places. So it will be 4P4, which is 4 factorial, divided by 4 minus 4 factorial, which is 0 factorial, and we know that 0 factorial is 1. So this answer will be 4 factorial, which is equal to 24. The answer here is 24. So we can arrange the letters of the word home without repeating them in 24 ways. In how many ways can the letters of the word home be arranged with vowels together? Okay. So in the word there are two vowels, O and E. Okay. So we originally have 4 places, but now we always have to keep vowels together. It can be, so we can keep it here together, or here, or it can come here. Okay. So if we treat this as one place because they are together, then how many places do we have left? 1, 2 basically, right? So sorry, 1, 2 and 3, right? Sorry, we have we basically have 2 places left. So it would be 3 factorial into 2 factorial. Why am I saying 3 factorial? Because there are 3 places here and 4 numbers. So 1 second. We can think of the word as having 3 letters because we are treating this as 1. Therefore, in how many ways can 3 letters be arranged? It is 3 factorial. Now, why into 2 factorial? Because these are actually 2 letters. So they can also be arranged in different ways. How many ways can it be arranged? It can be OE or EO, correct? So these 2 letters can be arranged in how many ways? 2 factorial, because there are 2 letters. 2 letters can be arranged in 2 factorial ways. So it's 3 factorial into 2 factorial, which will give me 3 into 2 into 1 into 2, which is 12. And that is the answer given. Okay, in how many ways can the letters of the home be arranged without the vowels together? So this is simply the total number of ways in which the 4 letters can be arranged, which we got from question number 2, minus the number of ways in which we can arrange the word home with the vowels together. So 24 minus 12 from here, which gives me 12 ways. Okay. Now, question number 5. Similarly, in how many ways can the letters of the word coffee be arranged without repeating the letters? So how many letters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 letters can be arranged in how many ways? 6 factorial. Now divided by 2 factorial into 2 factorial. Why? Because there are, where are we? There are basically, there are basically 4 of these letters, F, F and E, E, right? In how many ways can we arrange F and F and E and E? That is given by 2 factorial into 2 factorial. We have to divide it because we cannot repeat these. So that is why it is 180. 720 divided by 2 into 2, which is 720 by 4, which is 180. Okay, number 6. In how many ways can the letters of the word coffee be arranged with the vowels together? So, yes. So we can do it this way, which is basically 4 factorial into 3 factorial divided by 2 and 2, which gives you 36. Or you can do it this way. 6 letters are there, of which there are 3 vowels. So we can treat this as 1 letter. So how many letters are there? 1, 2, 3. So how many letters are left over? 1, 2 and 3, right? So 3 letters, how to arrange them in 3 places? Sorry, there will be basically 3 letters, right? C, F, F and this one. 3 letters to be arranged in 3 places is this. 3 factorial divided by 3 minus 3 factorial into 3 factorial. What is this 3 factorial? It tells us the number of ways in which these 3 vowels can be arranged. It can be O, E, E. It can be E, O, E. It can be E, E, O. So when you simplify, you will get 36. Clear? Number 7. In how many ways can the letters of the word coffee be arranged without vowels? The same as what we did previously. It will be the total number of ways in which we can arrange coffee without repeating minus number of ways in which the vowels are together. So it's 180 minus 36 is 144. Okay. In how many ways can the letters of the word equation be arranged without repeating letters? How many letters are there? 8. Are there any repetitions here? No. So we can directly take it as 8p8, which gives you 8 factorial, which gives you 40,320. In how many ways can the letters of the word equation be arranged if it starts with Q? Okay. So basically there are 8 letters, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But it should start with Q. So how many places are left? 7. And how many letters are left? 7. So what is 7p7? It is 7 factorial, which gives you 5040, which is the correct answer. In how many ways can the letters of the word director be arranged without repeating the letters? Okay, so the word director has how many words? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many ways can we arrange 8 letters? It will be 8p8, which will give us 8 factorial. Now they have divided it by 2 factorial. Why? Because there are 2 repetitions, R, right? So we cannot afford to have repeated words, and therefore that's why you are dividing it by 2 factorial. Okay, now this is with vowels. This you can do by yourself. Number 11 also you can do. They're similar. Let's do number 12. 4 boys and 2 girls are to be seated in a row in such a way that the 2 girls are always together. In how many different ways can they be seated? So there are 6 places, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let us say that there are 2 girls, girl 1 and girl 2. All right. So how many places, and they always have to be together. It is like the vowels together question. So let us treat this as one person. So how many persons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how many ways can we arrange these 5 people? 5p5, which is 5 factorial, divided by 5 minus 5 factorial. But since there are 2 girls, 2 different girls, they can be arranged in different ways. It can be girl 1, girl 2, or it can be girl 2, girl 1. So they can be arranged between themselves in 2 different ways, which is given by 2 factorial. So it will be this into 2 factorial, which will give me 240. Is that? Yes, it is correct. Understood? Now number 13. 4 boys and 2 girls are to be seated in different ways in a row. In how many different ways can we do it? It is simply 6 factorial. That is, there are 6 people. They can be seated in, in how many ways can we seat these 6 people? So it will be 6p6, which is nothing but 6 factorial, which is 720. Okay. 4 boys and 2 girls are to be seated in a row in such a way that the boys and girls are never seated together. It is nothing but the total number of ways in which all 6 people can be seated minus the number of ways in which the 6 people can be seated, given that the girls always have to be together. So it is 720 minus 240 from question number 12, which will give me 480. There are some more questions which we will do in our next section. Until then, please practice this. It's very important. If you don't practice, you will not understand. We will continue in the next chapter, in the next lecture. Until then, please keep practicing, and all the best.